Hello, Seawolf's Den, RPGaDay 2018, number 19. No, 19. I'm going to do an alternate question because I just don't use music in my games that much to even talk about. The actual question is about music, and I'm a music lover, but not in my games. So the alternate question I'm answering is, why do I love GMing or DMing? Well, what's not to love? I started GMing, and I say GMing because it's game mastering. I don't do a lot of dungeons. I feel like saying DMing pigeonholes yourself into a specific genre. I started game mastering when I was early high school, doing Star Frontiers with friends. I was inspired by my friend. I've mentioned this in other videos, and I realized we could have a lot of fun with this. Started GMing in college also, and that's when things kind of took off, and I started having a lot of fun with it. Why do I love GM? Because I have a lot of fun with it. Because of the stories we tell. Because I love the group dynamic of telling a story. I prefer GMing over playing. I love telling stories, and I love how when I have a story in my mind and I've got a direction to go, the players can totally throw that out of whack and we still make it a fantastic story. I'm not one to think I have one way to tell this story and that's it. When the players come up with their own part of the story, I love how that adds to it. So it's not my story. It's our story. And I love telling it. I love playing the games and using the mechanics to develop this overall story that either in a one-shot or campaign that you end, and I've had this happen where a player turns to me and says, man, you need to make this into a book. I've had that happen, and that probably goes back to that other question of compliments. Best compliment. That's another compliment. That's about it. I just love playing games and telling stories with those games. I'm not satisfied with just telling stories, because then we just sit around at campfire and make up stories as we go. But I like how the game mechanic works in the story and creates it and guides it, especially with some randomness. No matter what, pass or fail, I try to make a good story out of everything a player does. So like I said, that's about it. I hope that you all tell good stories together. That is really what I love doing. Until next time, seek the wolf in thy son.